Morning, all of you, my dear students. Today, the important topic which is useful for basic knowledge of the English grammar. That is the name of the topic is major elements. Major elements. Major elements. That means basic sentence structure. Sentence structure. We need some of the elements in the language. Basically, our topic is complement. 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 What is the complement? What is meant by complement? What is the definition of the complement? In grammatically, how do use in a sentence structure in a part of a sentence? It is the main topic, my dear students. Complement, the role of the complement in English language. So many students may be confused difference between object and complement. They don't know differentiation between the object and complement. Which is the object in the sentence? Which is the complement in the sentence? That is more critical for the students. They may be confused to identify the complement in the sentence or object. They don't know how to differentiate complement and object. That is the topic of my dear students. Before going to teach complement in grammar, in English grammar, before going to teach complement in the English grammar, the basic knowledge of our students, we should know what are the main parts of the sentence. Parts means elements of the sentence. Elements of the sentence. The basic elements of the sentence, we should construct the sentence mainly with 5 basic elements. 5. There are mainly whatever we construct, whatever we frame the sentence, either spoken language or written language, there are basically 5 elements are there in English language. Parts of speech are entirely different. Parts of speech are entirely different. They are 8 in number. They are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. There are 8 parts of speech. This is entirely different topic. It is not belongs to the parts of speech or class of the word. But we are talking about here basic elements of language. Elements in a sentence, not a language, in a sentence. There are 5 basic elements. They are, first one is we have already known, subject. The end of the sentence start with a assertive or declarative sentence, subject. One of the element is the subject. We have already known. Subject, next one is a predicate. Or generally we are talking verb. In commonly we are talking verb. Subject to verb. And third one is object. And fourth one is complement. And fifth one is adjunct. ADJUNCT, adjunct. Fifth one is adjunct. JUNECT, adjunct. Fifth one is ADJUNCT, adjunct. Fifth one is adjunct. Before going to our topic is complement. Our topic is complement. It is not possible to explain all the elements in a one session. In this session, I will primarily explain about the complement, my dear students. We are going to discuss these complements. We have some subject, a simple definition I will give you. Subject is the subject of the sentence is a person or place or thing that is performed the action of the sentence. Who and what. The subject represents what and whom. What and who and what. Who and what and who. Represents, we asked the question what and who, we get the answer, that is called the subject. Subject is, for example, the single subject usually contains a noun or a pronoun. Subject may be noun or a pronoun. Noun or a pronoun. Subject may be noun or a pronoun. And can include modifying words or phrases or clauses. For example, I will write Mahesh. Mahesh speaks English fluently. That means Mahesh who speaks English fluently. We frame the question. Who speaks English fluently? The answer is Mahesh. The answer is Mahesh. Mahesh is the subject. The performer, doer of the action. Doer of the action. Subject speaks verb, English object. Fluently is adverb. It is called an adjective. Adjective also. Adjective. That means in passive voice, the sentence which are the object, it is possible to change into passive voice. English is the simple present tense. This one is English is spoken by Mahesh fluently. In passive voice, English is spoken by Mahesh fluently. That means English is spoken by Mahesh fluently. That means English is an object. For what is an object? What is an object? You pose the question whom or what. What did he speak fluently? We pose the question. What does he speak? He speak fluently. What is the answer? English. What and whom? We frame the questions. The derived answer is called object. But predicate means, what is the verb means? Verb. The predicate expresses an action. Doing, being, having. Doing action verbs, being state, having position. I have two sisters, having position. I have two sisters. I have four brothers. Being, he is in the room. This is the state, kind of situations. This is being verbs, being. Doing, doing means he speaks fluently. Action verb, speaks fluently. He works hard. This is doing. This is the verb, predicate contains the verb and can also contain modifying words or phrases. For example, the man built, B-U-L-T, built, the man built a house. For example, the man built a house. We have already all the elements are there. Here the phrase, the noun phrase. Before the man, single noun, preceding the definite article the. The man means it is a noun phrase, functions as a subject. It is one of the element. And built is a verb. It is a action verb. It is action verb. It is V2 verb, past tense verb. It is a predicate. And a house is a noun phrase. It preceded by indefinite article a. It is an object. But there is no complement in the subject. Students must confuse subject, verb, object. They know very well. But regarding to the complement, they should not understand easily. That is my aim. clarify your doubts through the my adjunct is not a possible, adjunct is not a difficult, it is easy situation to understand. The subject and predicate making up the two basic structural parts of for the sentence. What are the important? Subject plus predicate, these are more important. Predicate means verb, predicate means verb. Major parts of any other elements contained within the subject and predicate that add meaning in detail. The elements include the direct, here the subject, object, verb, subject, verb, object, we know, and complement, adjunct, adjunct. Complement I will discuss you, no confusion my dear students. I will explain you complement. We have already known the subject, verb and object. For the subject we are asking the questions who and what. For who, for persons, and what other than persons. For object, whom and what. For whom, for persons, other than persons, what. The answer is the object. The function of the verb is, we know verb or predicate. But what about the new things of the complement, complement and adjunct, 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 adjunct. I will discuss adjunct simply. Adjunct, what is adjunct? Adjunct, adjunct. Adjunct means in a grammar it is an adverb, or it is simply an adverb or adverb phrase. It is simply an adverb and adverb phrase. We know adverb phrase. What is the function of the adverb? It modifies. What is the function of the adverbs? It modifies verbs and adjectives and another adverbs and another adverbs. It has functions, three functions. It modifies, it describes, it tells something about the verb. Adjective, it tells something about the adjective. It tells something about the another adverb. That is the adverb. Adjunct means adverb or adverb phrase. The for example, we left at noon. At noon, we left, left. We left at noon. Subject as a pronoun or a noun. Here subject is second person plural. We left, this is a verb and subject verb. At noon is adjunct. Adjunct is a part of the complement. Also it is a part of the complement. At noon is adverb phrase. Adverb phrase. All the adverb phrase or adverbs are adjuncts. We call in grammatical term, that is called, we don't confuse my dear student. Adjunct is a word or a phrase. It is a word or phrase. We left yesterday. Yesterday means word. It is also adjunct. Adverb functions an adjunct. The basic elements of language we called which element means it is an parts of speech means adverb. Parts of speech means adverb. But elements of language, the categorization of elements of language, it is called an adjunct. It is adjunctual or adverbial. Adverbial adjunct it is called. It is usually modify the verb. What is the function of the adjunct? What is the main function? Modify the verb. Modify the verb. How it is modify the verb? He lost his dog in the forest. He lost his dog in the forest. In the forest. In the forest. Where did he lose his dog? Where did he lose his dog? In the forest. It is called an adjunct. The adverbial phrase is called in elements of language, it is called an adjunct. Don't confuse my dear student. Adjective, adjunct, the shop opens every Saturday. Every Saturday, when does shop open? Every Saturday. It is adverbial phrase. It is called in elements of language adjunct. Adjunct. Okay, my dear students, our major topic is complement. We come to our subject, complement. It is complement. What is the difference between complement and object also? We may be confused, my dear students. Complement generally most of the students complement these are a homonyms COMPLIMENT complement. This is one word. Another word is COMPLEMENT. This is one complement. Both pronunciation are same. Complement. But here we write I, here we write E. Sorry. That is the different. But what is the meaning in different? Meaning it is grammatically element of one of the element of language among the five. What are the five? Subject, verb, object, complement, adjunct. Among the five elements of language, basic elements of language, this is complement is one of the element. Which complement? COMPLE. This is the complement. But what about that complement? COMPLIMENT complement, MENT complement. The complement is generally we using our best complement in letter writing. Most of the students are using. What is the meaning of complement? It is a noun form. A polite expression. Complement means it is not a grammatical. I am discussing grammatically. I am talking about this word. Why? Because these words may be confused our students regarding to spelling and pronunciation and the meaning also. Spelling is same spelling and pronunciation is also same spelling, same pronunciation, but meaning is different. Grammatically used complement is we use E. We should write here in the last from second syllable. Complement is means polite request. The expression of polite request are praise and admiration. Praising. Compliment means praising, admire, or praising or admire. That is the compliment. Compliment politely congratulate or praise someone for something. My best compliments, you have won the first prize in the competitive examinations. My best compliments. We have one. That means we are praising someone. We are congratulating someone. For example, he complimented verb. It is also used as verb. He complimented. It is a past form. It is a verb form. V to verb. He complimented Sundari, one of the girl. Why did he compliment? About on her appearance, on her glamour or appearance, attraction. He complimented Sundari on her appearance, on her glamour, on her attractiveness. That is complimented means he praised, he congratulated or praising someone or something. That praise as a verb, we are using verb. My best compliments to you and to you. That means that is used as a noun. As a verb, the compliment praising or expressing or admiration for someone. Praising, we should remember this word. Praising, admiration. We should remember these words. We can pay someone a compliment or compliment someone on a job well done. People sometimes choose phrase compliment. For example, chef. This is word is mainly using chef. It is called chef, not a chap. Chap is a wrong pronunciation. Chef is a right pronunciation. We should pronounce chef. Chef is a right pronunciation. It is used in the complement word used in the phrase compliment. Chef after enjoying good meal. Chef who prepared good meal, we compliment the chef. What is the chef means? What is the meaning of chef? Do you know chef? What is the meaning of chef? CHEF, chef. Do you know the meaning of the chef? Chef means a professional cook. Professional. Chef means chef. It is a phonetic pronunciation. Chef means A professional, 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 a professional cook. That is the meaning of this chef. The chief cook. One more meaning is the chief cook. The chief cook in a restaurant or a hotel. A chief cook in a restaurant or a hotel. Generally, we use the compliments. At a remark that express approval or admiration. An expert. He is an expert in cooking. Expert in cooking. Chef means. And for example, I take it as a compliment. I pleased. I pleased. I am pleased. For example, I take it as a compliment. Compliment. Compliment means I am pleased, means I am happy. When people say I look like my mother, when people say I resembles my mother, when on the time I take it as a compliment. Someone tell me you are look like your mother. On the time I take it as a compliment. That means I take it compliment means I am pleased. I am pleased. Pleased means I am happy. I am happy. The action that express approval or repeat thank you so much for your help. I hope one day I will be able to return or repay the compliment. Do something good for you. If anyone do something good for you, that means so for example, chef has made meal very deliciously. On the time, what is our expression? That was an excellent meal. That was an excellent, excellent meal. That was an excellent meal. That means how do we express our ambition, our wish? My compliments to the chef. My compliments. My compliments. COMPLIMENTS. My compliments to the chef or chef. That is the meaning of the compliments, my dear students. Compliment means polite request or praising someone for doing something. That is the meaning of. But we come our subject. What is our subject here? We come into our subject. What is the main topic here? Our topic is grammatical term. Grammatical term COMPLEMENT compliment. Okay, my dear student. Compliment is a term. It is used. It is used for a word or words are needed to complete the meaning of an expression. This is the meaning. To complete the meaning of, this is the definition, meaning of the sentence. Meaning of the sentence. It is useful to complete the meaning of the sentence. Complements differ from adjuncts. Already we are discussing adjuncts means adverbial or adverbial phrases or adverbs. They are different from complements. Adjuncts are optional as they are usually just descriptive. Whether they have been deleted, the structure of the sentence, the meaning of sentence may not be changed. But complements are very necessary. For example, here we write one example. Mathematics, for example, one student's feel mathematics, even the S is a singular noun, not a plural. Mathematics is difficult. Mathematics is difficult. Mathematics is difficult. Practice makes mathematics easy. When practice makes mathematics easy. Mathematics is difficult. Mathematics is difficult. This is difficult is subject to verb object. I have written clearly. Mathematics or maths is difficult. Mathematics is difficult. Mathematics, which is difficult? What is difficult? The answer is the subject. And verb is a predicate. Difficult is not an object, it is a complement. Why? Because it is useful to complete the sentence to give full meaning. Complement, difficult. Generally, what is the parts of speech complement when we are going to discuss? Difficult is an adjective. Adjective function as a complement. That is the, you should understand, my dear. Subjective, verb, object. Some of the students we will interact. They will blindly, it is called an object. That is wrong. That is wrong. You should understand, my dear students. But practice makes, I will differentiate with adjunct and complement. Practice makes mass, practice makes mass easily. When we do practice mathematics, it is easy to understand. Easily is an adjunct, adverb. Without practice makes mathematics easily, it is an adjective. But mathematics is difficult. Difficult is complement. We should clear understand, my dear students. The word complement most commonly crop up in the terms of subject. For example, Leelavati is weak. Leelavati is weak. Leelavati subject is verb. Weak is a complement. The adjective functions as a complement. That is it tells about the subject. Who is a weak? Complement tells about the subject. Tells about the subject. Tells about the object also. When it tells about the subject, it is called subject complement. There are two types of complements. One is the subject complement and second is the object complement. There are two complements are there. Subject complement or object complement. The subject complement tells about the subject. It completes the meaning. It cannot be removed because it completes the meaning. Complement cannot be removed. It cannot be meaning. For example, complement, she is weak, W-A-K. She is very dull, she is weak. We should delete this complement. There is no meaning. But it cannot be removed because it completes the meaning. This is useful to complete, to sense the meaning. That word is called complement in grammatical term. That is the subject complement. We can find the subject complement or object complement. One verb has a singular monotransitive verb. Only singular object is there. That is the entirely different class. I will explain. Object complement. What is the object complement? Object complement is the adjective or a noun or noun phrase, noun name. There may be any parts of speech. We don't discuss that. There object complement. We selected 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 Mohan, chairman. We selected Mohan, chairman. We selected subject. Verb selected verb. We subject. Mohan object. Whom did we select? They have given answer. Object. Chairman is the complement. Which complement? We chairman. Mohan is chairman, not we. Mohan selected as a chairman. That means it is called object complement. That is the difference. Mohan is the direct object. It is direct object. It is the direct object. It is object or direct object of the verb, and chairman is the object complement that completes the meaning. The noun chairman tells something about the object Mohan. That means we selected Mohan, chairman. Chairman is the we are direct object, indirect object. It is called indirect object, my dear student. Please understand, don't confuse. And subject complement may be an adjective, maybe a noun or a pronoun, or an adverb in sometimes with linking verbs. For example, my For example, my dog smells. Linking verbs, these are called linking verbs. Subject complement. My dog smells terrible. Smells terrible. Terrible means it is an adjective. My dog, this is a linking verb. Most of the complements follow the linking, preceding the linking verbs. Not follow, preceding the linking verbs. My dog smells terrible. Terrible is an adjective. It is a parts of speech, not I am talking about. Element of language, it is a complement which is useful to complete the sense of the sentence. That is entirely different. For example, my dog smells terribly. Terribly is adverb. It is adjunct. Adverb of terribly. Terribly is adjective. Adjunct. 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 Adjunct means adverb, adverbials. They are called adjectives. Adverbs. That is adjunct. You don't confuse my student. And then, for example, this soup. One more example I will give. This soup, SOUP soup, smells. It smells awfully, very hard, awfully. This is an adverb. This soup smells awful. Awful is adjective. This is adjective. That means it is a complement. This is a complement. For example, her hair looks. Her hair, linking verb. This is called linking verb. Some of the linking verbs are there. I will explain you. Her hair looks amazingly. This is an adverb. This is called adjunct. ADJUNCT. His hair looks amazing. Amazing in adjective. Adjective means it is complement. This is called adjunct. It is called complement. These are the basic elements of English language, my dear student. You should understand the structure also. Subject, verb, subject, complement structure. Subject, verb plus subject complement. One of the structure. What is the subject complement here? Subject complement. He is a nice person. He is a nice person. He is a nice person. Who is a nice person? He is a nice person. For example, you write proper noun. Proper noun you write here. Prasad. Prasad is a nice person. Prasad, nice person. This nice describes about the person. Prasad. This adjective functions as a subject. It expresses about the subject. That is called subject complement. She seems sad. She looks sad. This is also linking verb. I will explain the linking verbs. She seems sad. Sad is an adjective. It functions as a complement. Which complement? It explains about, tell something about the subject she. That means it is subject complement. So for example, the cakes, CAKS. The cakes are delicious. 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 The cakes are delicious. Delicious is an adjective. What is the? It tells something about the cakes. Here the cakes is subject, verb, complement, not an object. The cakes are delicious. Delicious is a subject complement. That means this word describes about the subject. This word tells something about the subject. It gives information about the subject. It functions an adjective functions as a complement here, my dear students. He appeared friendly. He appeared, APPER, appeared also linking up. Appeared friendly. Appeared friendly. Friendly here an adjective, not an adverb. He appeared friendly. Friendly man. He is a friendly man, friendly person. This is also subject complement. Subject complement we should understand. And then we go to the object complement. What is the object? Object complement about direct object. It relates directly to the object and is placed after it. It comes after. Structure is subject plus direct verb plus. The structure is subject plus verb plus direct object plus the next object complement. Object complement. Object plus object complement. The structure is that. For example, she called him fool. She called him. Shruti called him. Shruti called Rajesh fool. Shruti called Rajesh fool. Shruti called Rajesh fool. Here fool, who is fool? Rajesh. Subject, verb, object. That means it is the object complement. Fool is a object complement. You should understand that one. For example, they appointed Mohan director. They appointed Mohan. Mohan is object. Subject, verb, object. Director, who is director? Mohan is director. He tells something about the object. The object complement tells more about the direct object. It is called object and director object complement. It is called object complement. There are two complements are there: subject complement and object complement. Verb complement, subject complement and verb complement. This is only you should understand, my dear students. And then I will explain you some of the linking verbs. In English language, some of the linking verbs are there. What are the linking verbs, my dear students? B form verbs are linking verbs. B form verbs are linking verbs. Do you know the B form verbs are linking verbs? Do you know, my dear students? B form verbs and senses. What are the senses? We know smells. We know the smells. Smelling of spelling something. Appearing something. Understand also B form verb. Understand. These are verbs are linking verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, and B form verbs. All B form verbs are linking verbs, my dear students. Linking verbs takes mostly in English language. Only complements. We should use complements through the linking verbs, either subject complements or object complements. That has a completion between the subject and further information about the subject. Linking verbs. The verb to be is the most common. To be verb. To be verbs means that are is, am, was, are in present tense. Was and were in the past tense. Is, am, are, was, were. The B form verbs are also linking verbs. Linking verbs, we should know linking verbs. We should understand the complement. Without understanding the linking verbs, we can't understand the complement. If you understand the complement, we should understand we know about the linking verbs thoroughly. And become also. Become. I will become a lawyer. A lawyer is a noun phrase. I will become a lawyer. I will become a lawyer. I will become a lawyer. A lawyer is a noun phrase, functions as a complement. Become is a linking verb. It is a linking verb. You know linking verbs, then only you should easily to find out the complement in a sentence, my dear students. What is the function of the linking verbs? What is the function? Linking verbs that serve as a connection between the subject and further information about the subject. It gives further information about the subject. That is called linking verb. They do not show any action, no action. Linking verb do not show no action. Rather than they link the subject with the rest of the sentence. That is the meaning of the function of the linking verb. They do not no action. They did not do action. But what did they do? Linking verb, the subject with the rest of the sentence. The linking verb link the subject with the rest of the sentence. The linking verb link the sentence with the rest of the sentence. It has not done the action. That is more important. The verb, through the example we will, these verbs always link subject something that further describes the subject of the sentence. For example, simple sentence, she is a nurse. What is the function of the nurse here? This is the linking verb. What is the function of the linking verb? This linking verb connects subject and object, other parts of the sentence. This is a nurse is a noun phrase. It is a complement. Noun phrase functions as a complement. It is not an object. She is a nurse. What is the linking verb? B form linking verb. B form verbs. Is, am, are, was, were. To be verbs, most common linking verbs, but there are many other including sense verbs also. For example, sense verbs also linking verbs. How do we identify the sense verbs? What are the sense verbs? For example, I write one sentence. Would you state this? For example, I write one sentence. He looks smart. Looks is a sense verb. Sense verb. Smart is an adjective. It is a complement. Most of the linking verbs follow the complement, not the object. That is major difference. You should understand, my dear students. For example, here one example I have written. She is a nurse. The nurse is a noun gives more. She is a nurse. Sorry, small letter. She is a nurse. Means nurse is a noun. Gives more information about what the subject is. Who is she? She is a nurse. Nurse. Rajyam, name of the person. Rajyam is a nurse. Who is a nurse? Rajyam. That means this word expresses something about the subject. This is subject to complement. This is a linking verb, my dear student. Linking verbs function does not function an action verbs. We have sometimes some exceptions are there. I will explain in next class. Some of the linking verbs you should remember. Look is a linking verb. Touch, senses, all senses. Smell, it smells tasty. Appear, he appears very smart. Appear, feel, he feel sad. Feel, sound, it is also linking verb. Sound. And grow, remain, and prove, 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 and turn, turn, turn. These are the linking verbs, not only B forms, my dear students. Linking verbs, if you know the linking verbs, we should understand the complement also. Some linking verbs are functions as a state verb or both functions also. And go, get, and become also linking verb. That is the we should understand. I felt so excited. Excited is an adjective. So excited. I felt so excited. It is a linking verb. Feeling, one of the sense. It is a complement. Who excited? I. Subject complement. It is a linking verb. I felt so excited. For example, linking verb functions as a sometimes action verb also. For example, taste. It states very hard taste. That is the linking verb and it is a complement. For example, would you taste that soup for me? Would you taste that soup for me? Question mark. Would you taste that soup for me? Would you taste means we have to some activity. That linking verb functions as a action verb. In sometimes the linking verb functions as a action verb. I am tasting. We are not using continuous tense in the temporary purpose. I am tasting the soup. The mother tastes the soup while preparing the dishes for food. This is in continuation form. We should use on that time for temporary purpose. But we don't use these stative verbs or linking verbs in continuation tenses. Progressive tense, my dear students. That is I will explain the complement. Verb complement. Ramcharan builds an enormous house. Linking verbs are connects used to create a comparison between the subject and the sentence. Other sentence. Rename. To find out the action. Direct object and you should understand only complement, direct object, direct complement, subject complement and object complement. Only you should understand that one. What is the subject complement and object complement? What is difference between object and complement? What is difference between? You should tell me difference between object and complement. What is the difference between object and complement? Object, if you pose the question for whom and what, on that time we give answer. That is the object complement. The key difference, the main difference. The key difference means the main difference between object and complement. Those are be confused by my students. The key difference between the object and complement is that object is a noun or a noun equivalent, whereas complement is a noun or phrase or a clause also. Complement. That means that adds additional information about the subject. That is the complement. Through the example I will explain you. Object and complement are two of the main 5 elements of sentence that follow a verb the sentence. An object can also a part of a sentence. What is an object? An object is a noun. What is an object? We should discuss object and complement. What is an object? Object is a noun or a noun phrase that follows the verb. That follows the verb. Usually refers to action done by the verb. Who has done the action? There are 2 types of object, direct object, indirect object. For example, Indians, please understand, Indians eat rice. For in passive voice also it is more important. The student have the knowledge to find out the subject, verb, object. Without with complement we should not possible to change. She is smart. How it is possible to change into passive voice? Smart is complement, subject verb complement. It is not possible to change. If the subject verb and Indians eat rice, verb, object. It is possible to change into passive voice. How it is? What is the passive voice? Indians eat rice. Rice is eaten by Indians. Simple present tense. Rice is eaten by the Indians. It is the object. That means single object. That means eat is monotransitive verb. Only transitive verb takes the object. There are three kinds of the verbs. Monotransitive verbs. Ditransitive. Ditransitive means two objects. And then tritransitive. Tritransitive verb. Monotransitive, ditransitive, tritransitive. Transitive verbs takes the object. Intransitive verb does not take the objects. Object and complement are two in main. Follow the verb. The object can also a part of a sentence. What is an object? Object is a noun or a noun phrase that follow the verb. Usually refer to the action done by the subject. Action done by the subject. There are two types of the objects. Direct object, indirect object. What is the direct object and indirect object? Direct object, for example, he finished. He kissed her girlfriend. He kissed her girlfriend. He kissed her girlfriend. He kissed her girlfriend is a direct object. He kissed her girlfriend. It is only one object. It is only one object. He kissed her girlfriend. For whom? For whom? He kissed her husband, a girlfriend. This is a transitive verb. Can have direct object. Intransitive verb cannot have a direct object. Intransitive verb. I will discuss. It is a transitive verb. This is a object. But intransitive verb does not take the object. Transitive verbs can have direct objects. Intransitive verbs cannot take the objects. Intransitive verb means, intransitive verb, for example, he appears smart. It is a no transitive verb. It is a linking verb. It is a complement. That is not an object. Okay, indirect object cannot exist without direct object. For example, he gave Ramya necklace. He gave Ramya necklace. He gave Ramya a necklace. He gave Ramya a necklace. Here, what is the direct object and indirect object? Indirect is always before a direct object. Here, persons are indirect object. For whom he did give, it is indirect object. For what did he give? Necklace. It is a direct object. Direct object follows the indirect object. He gave necklace to Ramya. On the time the preposition insert to here. He gave necklace to Ramya. It is a direct object, indirect. In between we keep the preposition. Generally we write the sentence, he gave Ramya necklace, a necklace. He gave Ramya a necklace. What is the passive voice also are possible. Some of the students may asking which object we have take, sir. Generally we take direct object. We should generally take indirect object, persons. For example, Ramya was given a necklace by him. That is a passive voice. Ramya was given a necklace by him. We take the Ramya was given, indirect object. We have taken indirect object. If we take the direct object, a necklace was given to Ramya by him. Was given to Ramya by him. It is the transitive verb, ditransitive, two objects are there, and one object monotransitive verb. Prepositional object of the preposition, that is the tritransitive verb. Object of the preposition. Okay, my dear student, we should I will clear about the all the complement. My aim is we should understand complement. Thank you everyone. Goodbye all of you.